So here we are again to talk about a little word called decorum. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rico, the acronym, back in the sack again, and it's time for Rico's Rants. And you had to know, if you've been watching the news, watching anything about politics, you had to know I was going to do a video on this one. Here comes Marjorie Taylor goddamn Greene again. Now, if you're a newcomer to the channel and you don't even follow politics that much, but you just happen to click on this video, Marjorie Taylor Greene is indeed a representative from Georgia's 14th district and a complete and utter racist, Christian nationalist, and has no problem telling people about it. But her stunts in the halls of power this week have elicited what I believe a proper response is by Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett. Let's watch this quick little run through of that.
Mr.
Chair
Chairman,
recognizes Ms. Greene.
I'd like to know if any of the Democrats on this committee are employing Judge Merchan's daughter.
Please tell me what that has to do with Merrick Garland.
Is she a porn star?
Oh, Goldman. That's right. He's advising.
Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here about
just
AG
a-
I don't
Garland.
think you know what you're here
President.
for.
Well, you the one talking about. I guess
I
you still
think your
stuck in the
fake
courtroom.
eyelashes are messing up
No,
what you're
ain't
reading.
nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order.
Mr. Chairman,
That's beneath
would
even
you
you,
please
Ms. Greene. That's
regain
beneath
order
even
of your
you.
committee?
Order.
Please.
There's a point of order.
We have a point of order.
Mr. Chairman, I would just like to ask the parliamentarian if your conduct here in raising money in connection with this hearing is referable to the Ethics Committee within this hearing. Is a motion in order to refer your conduct and your abuse of
It's not a
process?
point of order. not a
Mr.
point
I
of
do
order.
have a point of order, and I would like to move to take down Ms. Greene's words. That is absolutely unacceptable. How dare you attack
meeting will
the
suspend.
physical
Meeting will
appearance of another
suspend.
person?
Are your
Move
feelings
her
hurt?
words down.
Aw.
Oh, girl, baby girl.
Oh, really?
Don't even play. with
Baby
me.
girl?
We're gonna,
I don't
We
think
are going to
so.
move, and we're going to take your words down.
I
Thank you very
second
much.
that motion.
Ms. Greene, do you wish to strike your words?
I have 4 minutes and 21 seconds to speak.
I think we have to do the motion first, and then unless there's another motion, then you'll be recognized again. But I believe there's another motion coming. So, you agree to strike your words?
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
agree.
Ms. Greene agrees to strike her words.
I believe she
Chair
needs to
recognizes
apologize. No,
Mr.
she
Perry.
needs to
Okay,
apologize.
hold on. Then after Mr. Perry's going to be recognized, then Ms. Greene
I'm not
still has 4 minutes and
apologizing.
21
Well,
seconds.
then
Okay,
you're
reserve
not
the right to
striking your
object.
words.
I am
Mr.
not
Chair,
apologizing.
Now let's go.
Why don't you debate me?
Mr. Chairman, the
it's
minority.
pretty
No,
self-evident.
You're not.
Yeah, you're
out
not.
of order.
You don't have enough
You're out of order.
intelligence.
Chair recognizes Mr. Perry.
Okay, move to strike
I'd
the.
like to
I
strike
move to
those
strike the
words
lady's
as well.
words.
I move to
I would
strike
like
Move to
to
strike
as
the lady's
well.
words again.
Ms. Greene, do you ask unanimous? Do you agree to unanimous consent to strike your words?
I repeat again for the second time. Yes, I'll strike
right.
my words,
That-
but I'm not
all right.
apologizing.
Without objection. So, Ms. Greene asked unanimous consent to strike her words.
You will never get an apology out of me. I don't owe
Then
you
I
one.
object. Then I
All right.
object, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Raskins objects.
I think we don't want to see a complete dissent of our committee. And the verbatim quote, of the gentlelady was, "I think your fake eyelashes are messing up your reading."
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's a
Hold on.
I'm
parliament.
trying to find clarification on what qualifies.
Chairman, motion to
I had
strike
no
those
idea
words.
what you just said.
We're not gonna do this. Look, you guys earlier literally just said
You
yes.
just voted to do
Y'all
it.
did it first, so you don't want to talk about
voted
it.
to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get
Okay.
clarification.
Look at calm down. Calm
No,
down.
because this
I
is
would
what
like to
y'all
get
do.
through proceedings.
So I'm trying
Hey,
to get
Ms.
clarification.
Crockett, you're not
Y'all wanna
recognized.
play
Ms.
games,
I can't hear
Crockett.
you with your
and
yelling.
You don't want
Calm
me to
down.
Be,
Can
no,
you please calm
don't
down?
tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all
Please
talk
calm
noise,
down.
and then you
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
Because if
Look, Chairman,
if I
can
come
we
and
send
talk
take a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes?
gonna have a
Mr.
problem.
Chairman,
Now, I don't know what you saw, but what I saw was an obvious, just disrespectful statement that had nothing to do with what the matter at hand actually was, which I'm not going to lie to you, I can't even tell. I would have to go back and actually watch the whole thing First of all, I'm not even just a huge fan of that word decorum because it's always used against black and brown people, but never, ever against white people, with the exception of maybe the slap on the wrist every once in a while. We've seen politicians get into physical altercations on courtroom floors and House of Representatives and all that stuff. We've seen this, and we do not see the same attacks by other politicians or by the media, because the media is making this look like this was a fight. Like a fight. Everywhere you see the word fight, 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 fight. It's very rarely seen as disrespectful statement from Representative Greene offends such and such, elicits such and such response. I guess it's too many words. Whatever. But it always seems like, I mean, how many times have we gone over this? I mean, we went through this with the Tennessee Three. They made it seem as if the Tennessee Three, and let's be real about it, if the Tennessee Three were all Gloria Johnson or all older white women, they wouldn't have been the Tennessee Three. But because two young black men decided to stand up for something in the wake of a tragedy, they're breaching decorum. As we already know, white supremacy has it set up to where the rules are different depending on your skin tone. And the way this congresswoman was attacked, and if you keep on watching, you'll see that Marjorie Taylor Greene even attacks Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. But none of that would have been needed had Marjorie not poked the bear. And the thing is, people expect so much patience out of women of color, especially black women. They expect way too much patience. But as soon as they snap back, everyone's banging gavels and yelling and, all right, let's come to order, da, da, da. This lady just comes out and blatantly disrespects. And I guarantee, had Jasmine Crockett not responded back immediately, nothing would have been said. There would not have been any, maybe one of the other Democrats would have stood, like a Jamie Raskin or somebody would have stood up and maybe said something and been like, hey, that was out of line. But I highly doubt anybody, especially from her side of the aisle, would have said anything in any kind of way that's like, hey, you was wrong for that, because they don't do it in public. I don't know why. Well, yeah, I do. But to me, regardless of the response, the initial action is what should be the main focus here. Like, why are you making comments about the appearance of a congresswoman when, you know, yeah, people on Twitter and people on social media and stuff do it to you all the time, but nobody in that hall, nobody in that hearing has said anything about the way you look. Why are you going after this woman's eyelashes, talking about, oh, maybe you can't read because those eyelashes are in the way, or some bullshit like that? Like, ma'am, you don't exactly look like you're 100% natural your goddamn selves. You know what I'm saying? Is that bleach blonde really all you? You know what I'm saying? Let's be real about it. Stop the bullshit. And of course, I can hear the respectability politics, people being like, oh my God, she shouldn't have cursed. Oh my God, she shouldn't have gone at her like that. She should have. No, she went at her the same way with the same energy, because that's what needs to be done now. We expect too much patience out of these women, and I'm personally sick of all the patience that the Democratic Party gives the Republicans, because they literally are just the turn the other cheek bullshit, but they don't even really do that. It seems like people are just too scared to be like, you know what? Fuck you. And it's as simple as that, especially when someone is being blatantly disrespectful for no fucking reason and nobody's holding that person accountable. What do you expect there to be done at that point? Like, somebody has to be the person to stand up and make the example. And it looks like Jasmine Crockett took on the job, as did AOC. And for those of you saying that you would have taken it differently and you would have used a different approach and you would have done this or that, just because you wouldn't have snapped or you wouldn't have done what Jasmine Crockett did, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett did, that doesn't make you a better person. It doesn't even mean you would have got a better outcome. Who are you? You're not in those seats of power. You're not having that come out. And if you're anything but a black woman having any kind of opinion about, hell, even my opinion about this really doesn't matter. But I'm on the side of this woman because that shit was uncalled for. There's too much bullshit being allowed, especially by Marjorie Taylor Greene, because she has a tendency to do this kind of shit all the time, and she has not been reined in once. The only thing they did was remove her from all those committees. That was it. At this point, she should have lost her position by her actions, by her lack of decorum, I believe is what it's called, is what they would call it in the halls of power. So why will this woman not be reined in? What is she doing? What does she know about who? Who is she involved with? Like, what is going on to the point where this woman cannot be removed from power? Well, you know what, her voters can, but 14th District of Georgia doesn't like, they want to get rid of her. I really wish they would. I'm sure y'all could pick somebody different down there. But for right now, it seems that, as usual, white supremacy reigns supreme. And white women will be allowed to do things that black and brown women will be chastised for and will be judged for. And it continues and it continues and it continues. And let's be honest about it, the media doesn't help it. Because the media is going to paint this as these two sassy black and brown women that ain't taking no shit, and and they're going to stereotype it. And they're going to make it so gimmicky and so fucking stupid, when it's really just people standing up for themselves. Period. Doesn't matter what kind of verbiage is being used, what kind of vocabulary is being used, what kind of decorum is being followed. When someone gets at you, you have to get back at them. And if you can do it in a way that technically obeys these rules of decorum, why are you being called out for anything? Why is it you're fighting? Why is it you're fighting and you're not fighting back? That's what the headline should be. Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett fights back against Marjorie Taylor Greene. But you're not going to see that a lot. And the people you do see it from, awesome. But these major news networks are not reporting it that way. Though the narrative is that, and it's that narrative is being pushed, it's not. It seems to me that the headlines that they're using aren't reflecting the narrative that they're doing their best. And it's the true narrative. It's not just a narrative. It's the narrative. It's what happened, is what we saw on camera. Is what it is, man. But as usual, that is just my thoughts on that shit. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Y'all let me know what y'all would have did had Marjorie Taylor Greene came at your eyelashes or your appearance in any kind of way. What would you have said if you was down there? Y'all let me know in the comment section. And of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel, do all them wonderful things. And I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.